Hello everyone, this is Deep from linkquestions.com. In this video, I'm going to share my background of how I came into digital marketing and how I started my career as a blogger. So, I'm graduated from computer science branch and back in 2012, I had my placement in SCL and everything was going so smooth. I had to face 11 interviews before getting a job that time, and then finally I cracked SCL and I was there in the tech support staff. So the life was pretty much okay, but I couldn't find anything interesting and something that keeps me going, not gets me bored. So one day, from nowhere, I just quit my job. It was an overnight decision for me, and I came back to my place, Bhopal, the city I love, and I've been here for the last 10 years, I guess. So I completed my graduation from here itself. So um, I came back here. I look around for a job. It was very tough to find one, as the city has a very less software scope at that point of time, though it's growing up now. So I I look around for tuitions. I was giving tuitions to students from class second to 10th, 12th, and so that becomes a life that time. But since I was from engineering background, so this new thing of mine was not acceptable to my family members. They kept taunting me, or actually not taunting, it was a taunt for me, but they always think for our betterment, right? So they kept telling me that you did engineering, you had a job which you left, and now you're giving tuitions. That's amazing, right? So uh, that's how the story was that time, and somewhere down I had to face it. I was still struggling to find my way out, what keeps me going, something interesting. To be honest with you, my stream was computer science, but I had zero knowledge of coding. Okay, bottom line, when I was about to have my placement, I one thing that I was asking myself is what I'm gonna do. I mean, how I will face the placements. Okay, how someone's life would be like for a computer engineer, for a computer science engineer who has zero knowledge of coding. Because in our background, if somebody is good in somebody has degree of computer science, he or she is supposed to do codings in a software company, right? So I was I was pretty much dumb, you can say, or maybe I was so serious that I was asking myself like, what's gonna happen with me? So I came back to the city. I had this tuition thing which I left, and then I contacted one of the companies over here for writing, and I didn't know that time that I'm jumping into digital marketing. But that time when I got my job and I came to know about writing part, copywriting, and everything, product reviews, then I I was introduced to this customer support as well for WordPress users. I was handling their queries, and the rest is the story. 2012 was really a changing period of mine. I completed my graduation. I got my first job at SCL, which I left. Then I started my own tuition stuff. I was hitting colleges for interview for lectures to have some of my earnings. I always believe that it when whatever you have as your interest or as your passion, or how much education that you have, one thing that it comes down at the end of the day is how much you're making. Okay, whatever you are learning today, whatever you are educating about yourself, or whatever you're following, at the end of the day, one day you're going to make something. Okay, And that's the only thing which we guys never taught in school or at college, like how we will be making money, right? So we talk about marks, we talk about percentage, we talk about what's next, who is going to IIT or who is going to where, but no one talks about what's going to happen after you complete your education. Okay, it's not easy to find a job, to be honest. It takes a lot, but money decides. Okay, money is somewhere everything that keeps you settled, that keeps your dreams fulfilled. So that's one point. And so I became a copywriter. I started writing product reviews, and then I was handling customers as well. And then I had a team. After a couple of years, I was leading about 30 to 35 people in my own team. I was giving them WordPress training, SEO, content writing, customer support, emails, launching products on different marketplaces, bringing sales for the company, affiliate stuff, and so on. I was also making video tutorials at time for the products. So what was missing in that SEL job, I actually got fulfilled in this digital marketing thing. There is always something new to learn about. If you think today that you have learned enough and you can execute your plan, something will come up that will surprise you. So it's a very grooming field, and it keeps you going. It's very interesting, and it doesn't depend on the background you're coming from. You can be an engineer, doctor, or a freelancer, or from any profession. Digital marketing is pretty much open to everyone. So you just have you should have good communication skills, not necessarily English. You will also find very much Hindi writers in this field as well. Those are good in Hindi writing. They are also in digital marketing. So it's a vast field. It's a very good option that makes you very much self-dependent and makes you good earnings. So that was the thing. And then again, after 4 or 5 years of job, again something strike, and I kept asking myself that when I know so much about the work and everything, why not I am doing it for myself? All right. See, in life, everything has a pace. Okay, you cannot be settled with one. Okay, if you're settling with one, it's okay. But in my case, I wasn't ever settled with one. Like I had this SEL job, but I kept asking myself that I need something better. I came to digital marketing. I was at job again, and when I had experience, I thought, why not do it for myself? So this question thing, if you have it, it will help you to be more of a self-dependent person rather to be under someone else working or something like that. And I'm a firm believer in working together rather to work for myself. I never say to people that work for me. I say them, let's work together. Okay, I still learn from a person who has 0 years of experience. I still learn from a person who has more experience than me. So that's the kind of balance that I maintain, the kind of mentality I have. So again, I moved from one job to another, and then again I switched back in 2016 at the end of the year. And after working with this new company for a couple of months, I decided to move, and I decided to do things on my own. So again, the situation was pretty much same like when I left the job from SEL. There was no recurring income for me for the next 4 to 5 months. It was pretty much tough. I had to live my parents, like I'm doing job when I wasn't. It was really tough, but after a couple of years I saw the result of it when I became more of a self-dependent person. I was putting all the hard work for myself. I was helping people around like me who were struggling with their jobs but wanted to do something better for themselves. And you won't believe that I helped around 10 to 15 people at least to quit their job and decide whatever they want to in their life, not necessarily digital marketing, but any sort of interest whatever they have. So it's very important, to be at your own. I believe if you have any sort of interest, for example singing, music, it doesn't matter what the competition is, just beat the hell out of there and do it in your own. It's a pretty much satisfying thing, that you are the master of your choices. So in any way, I have no offense with the job thing. If you are settled with it, you have good earnings, you have a lot of responsibilities, and you're pretty much happy with it, just do it. Okay, there is nothing wrong with it. But if you have a lot of dreams, if you need a good standard of living, if you want to be free, that's more important, then I would prefer to be at your own. So that's how the flashback of 2012 to 2019 till now. I am now running my 4 to 5 blogs around. I've been doing things parallelly earlier, but then I decided to make a move to be doing this like full time. And the major difference is now that whatever the 10 to 15 hours I was devoting at job that time, now I can put it on myself for my own work. And I still find time for sports. I go out for drive, I go out for indoor sports as well. I play guitar, I write songs, I sing as well. So besides this sort of my business thing, I am, touch wood, I'm very much able to keep up with my interest as well. I write as well, I read novels, and I still help people. So, and yeah, the one objective that I have is to motivate people around who are like me, who want to get settled on their own. And when you have your objective clear, you will find this law of attraction working for you. Like, they will bring you people, the life will bring you people as per your objective, and you will always figure out a way, and you will always ask yourself, why me? I mean, why I'm facing similar kind of people or stories. So it's a really funny thing, and in fact a very good thing as well, that somebody in above the skies is watching your honesty, is watching you, and they are just preparing exams for you as well. Okay, now you have to stand there. It might irritate you as well, like you will not find time for yourself, but you have to be there for others. But it's very interesting thing. I feel I'm very blessed, I feel very happy about it. I feel like okay, maybe I'm the chosen one or something. Not like that, it's a funny thing, but it's interesting. It's very much satisfying, and it somewhere down it makes you very happy because your objective is getting fulfilled. All right, so I hope this video motivates you as well. And if you have dreams, I would make it down like this. If you have dreams, if you want to do something, if you want to stand out of the queue, that long waiting queue for jobs, or if you want to stand out from others, do something for yourself. Okay, just initiate one step. Be mad, be blind, doesn't matter. I always prefer to make the worst decision for yourself because it makes you learn. So rather to listen to someone and do worst for yourself, it's a much better choice to listen to yourself. Okay, so just do it, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Take care.